Hello to everybody. Most of you know me. I'm Gabrielle Flemming from Ila e.V. And today I will show you how structured feedback supports planning and steering and reporting in our projects and in our work. So at Ila e.V. we use a survey tool. It's called Umfrageonline. So Umfrage is the German word for survey, and it's a German tool, but nowadays you can also use it with your translation button on your computer. You know, when you have a foreign website, you can translate it automatically in your language. So and it's possible to do surveys in several languages too. So, a warm welcome, and I'm going to start over. So, first, here you can see the structure of our workshop. All parts are designed for project practice. We start with survey matters. So, why do we need surveys? What are the benefits? What is the value of surveys? What do we have to look out for? Possibilities. Then how can I make a survey with Umfrageonline? And then I will give a little live demonstration. So, for our project work, why do we need surveys? For us at Eli, surveys provide a structured feedback instead of relying on gut feeling. So sometimes we have a good feeling with our projects, but we want to know more. We want to ask the participants, sorry, today I'm not this good, and we just want to hear, did anything work out? Are there any problems? And so we use surveys just to get a good feedback. They make needs, satisfaction, and impact visible in a systematic way, and also if there are problems or what can we do better. So, and for us it's also very important that they support decision making. What do we have to change? What do we have to keep? Are there other things we can do? How can we develop our project next, or what kind of projects may we develop next? So, for project work, what do surveys add? The benefits. For example, project planning. So in the beginning we plan a project, and then we ask persons, what do you need in this project? What would you like to learn, for example, for workshops? What topics are you interested in, or formats or timing? So when we do a workshop, do you want to do it in one evening or in 2 evenings? So these are the kind of questions we ask. In Germany it's very important that we do a mid-term evaluation. So when you have a long project for about 1 or 2 years, we always do several surveys, evaluations, that we see, is everything working? Are there any special needs? Are we still meeting the real needs? And we need it for our project work, for example, evidence for the founders, to write our reports, and to do a proper public communication. So, for example, we can say, oh yes, everything was fine, but we have to prove that, of course. So, for example, we have our international projects, but we also have the project of our Ukrainian help. And after courses, for example with elderly persons or teenagers, we always do a feedback and to ask whether they liked it, are there problems, and then we can learn something from them. We can also see if it was a certifying class, are the volunteers certified, or do they need something else? Do they need more cooperation partners? And we also can develop new offers, for example, new digital formats like like meetings, language courses, or for example reading classes and everything else. So what's the value and significance of surveys? At first, of course, we have data as a basis for arguments. We have the numbers of participation. We have quotes for our reports, so we can write some person said that, or some person said that. And for us, the transparency is very, very important, because now our decisions in projects become more understandable. For us, it's also very important that the persons we work with feel taken seriously, and they have to know that their opinion is asked for our project. What to keep in mind when you do an evaluation or a survey? At first, you need good questions, because otherwise many persons are not interested in making this survey. So good questions, and not only leading ones. Keep the survey short and easy to understand. That's very important, and I will show you an example later. So at first you have to keep your target group in mind and in focus. So when we work with elderly persons from Ukraine, for example, we have to ask other questions than when we work with young German teenagers, and we really have to think, how do we actually reach the persons we need? And in Germany and also in Europe, it's very, very important that we have a clear data protection. And sometimes we do the surveys anonymous, so we won't tell other persons what you said in our survey. So, and now I will show you Umfrageonline. At first, Umfrageonline is a web-based survey tool. It's from a Swiss company. This company is called Enuvo, and it's near to St. Gallen in the German part of Switzerland, and available since 2007, and it has developed very fast the last 5 to 7 years. So you can create online questionnaires, and with very, very different types of questions, and it has a wonderful layout and branding without programming skills. The surveys can be distributed via a link, so you can send the link in an email, or you can create QR codes and put them, for example, on a flyer or on a website, or you know, even on placards and social media like Facebook and Instagram. and we have both opportunities. For example, you can use it on a desktop or on a smartphone or a tablet. The results can be seen in a chart. For example, yeah, you know, these statistic pictures and also tables. So you can export it on Excel, on CSV, so you can use it also with Outlook, and you can make a PDF, but this part only in the paid variant, so I have to show this later. The pricing for me in my private work at home, I use a free basic plan, so but this free basic plan is limited, and it has also paid plans, and you can get a service for NGOs. So, for example, we ask whether they support our work, our international work, and so we got a special price for our NGO. So, for example, you can, oh, I said this before, so you can take, you can get this kind of pictures, but you can also get tables and other things. So why do I have this twice? Interesting. Okay. So, typical workflow from Eloy in Umfrageonline. So, first, create a new project or survey. Then we have to think over what kind of questions do we want to ask, and we check the order of the questions. You can always change a questionnaire. You can set different designs. For example, you can make a Christmas evaluation, so you can add Christmas pictures, or you can make a very simple one, or you can choose different colors for different projects. And then when we did these 3 points, we make a link and send the link to you, and then we collect the answers and view and export the results. So let's create a mini survey together. Okay, now we are in our Umfrageonline software from Eloy, and you see here we have different surveys. So as you can see, we already did about 200 surveys and more. And at first I can go here, it's German, neue Umfrage erstellen, make new survey, and then I click, and then I can say, oh, I want to do a very new one. I want to use one I already had, and so I will take this one, and then I can think over, so how do I want to call it? So I make survey for Eloy. Okay, so here you can see Sprache, language, German. So now I can change this in different languages. So I have, for example, Finnish, French, Norwegian, I don't think you need this one, Polish, Russian, but we have, yeah, so you have to check this. Oh, no, it's gone. Once again. So I will keep German. Oh no, I change it to English. That's better. English. So, as you can see here, I have a lot of tools, and now I can just pick, for example, a formula like this one. And then I have in the beginning the contact details. So I do not have to write everything, so it's automatically there. But I can also add a new line and say WhatsApp number. Or favorite cocktail. So, of course, it's just a joke, but you can see you can add everything you want to. So, when I have this one, I can add another one, and then I could go there and, for example, make a slider. I like sliders, so in general what is more important for you, and then you can slide here from 10, for example, to 0. But I could also use a ranking like this one, or a numeric scale. So how easy was it to get help you wanted today? So very easy, extremely easy, or extremely difficult. And you can also change the headline. So how much do you like pizza? Sorry, pizza. And here you can say I love it, or I don't like it. So now you would say, oh no, 1 is not good, so I can take this one and just change the position. So this is very, very nice to have. And you also can add more numbers. So here I have 1 to 7, and then I just can take the slider and go to 10. Most surveys do have a 1 to 10 scale. Or you can just use the school marks, you know, like 1 in Germany for very good and 6 for awful. Or in other countries it's the other way around, so you can just change it. So let's take a new element. You can also enter a text field like this one. So here you can write a lot of things and more things and more things. For example, you could, when Sarah asked, would you like to share a poem with us? You could enter the poem here. For example. Sometimes the persons write a lot, so you can say I don't want you to write more than 500 words or 500 Zeichen, signs, okay, or 100 or 1,000, like this. So if you write or 15, so if I write more than 15, you see it just stops. So now I like this one too, multiple choice. You have the possibility to say I just want to have one answer, or you can answer multiple times. So also here you can say you can change these words here and also here. I took an English class, I took a French class, I took a cooking class, and I took a jog walking class. And also you can add new lines. And when you have several questions and perhaps you want the persons to add another one by themselves, you can use other, and then you have to click like here, and then they can write other things. I just like Umfrageonline because it's very you can play with it, you can change everything, and you have a lot of possibilities. So now we have our questions, and we are not sure whether the questions are in the right place. So it's very easy to change it, so I just can move it. You see? I just pick the question and move it to another place. And I also can do this here. So perhaps I want to have the phone number in the first place. I just move it. So you see, it's very easy to use and very practical.
Can I ask you something, Gabi?
Yes.
Is it also possible to delete one of the lines when there are too many?
Yes.
And how?
So if I don't want to have a number like a favorite cocktail, so we just go there and then delete it, and then it's gone. And you can also delete these here. You have this little garbage can here, and just delete it. Okay?
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome. So now, when you have finished your survey, we always write a little text to explain the survey. So I can also use text and then give an and we always add, for example, dates, how long can you give answers to the survey, and we also say thank you. And when we did everything, we want to collect the answers. So first we go here, and then we can make a survey link. Collect answers, and then I can make a survey link. Survey for Eloy. And when you have the paid variant, like us, we can add a special ending. Normally you have this one, https www.umfrageonline.com, and then an ending like this, but we can also change it. For example, make survey for Eloy. For us, this is very good because we have such a lot of evaluations and surveys, so we just can say, oh, this is for this one and this is for that one. So I just save it, and now you can see this is the link, and I can copy this link and then put it in an email. I can also share it at Facebook or Twitter, X today, LinkedIn, via email, or I can generate a QR code. I would click this, and then I can save the QR code and put it, for example, on a flyer or on social media. When I want this survey to be closed, I just can close the collector, so nobody could answer any longer for this survey. So perhaps I want to change my survey. I just go here for Survey bearbeiten, and then I can add new parts, or I can manage the language. For example, I can change the language. Now we have English, but I can change it to, what do you want to take? Or I can change it to Croatian. Or don't know, French. See, it's very easy, and then I can go back and it didn't work. I don't know why. Yeah, sometimes. Normally it works. Okay. Good. I will show you here the layout. So, for example, you can see I can make a Christmas survey. Or a Halloween. Or I just can take the normal one. This is the very plain example. So you can get Umfrageonline for free. Just try it, just play with it. I think it's a very nice software. So I will change my Okay. Do you see my presentation?
Yes.
Okay. Now?
Yes.
Right? Okay, good.
Yes.
So here you can see the price of Umfrageonline. So the basic one is for free, and you can make as many surveys as you want. and the survey will be there for 30 days. We have a professional account with an NGO price, so we can do everything. But there are even more expensive prices, like 45 euros a month, and you can see it's about 540 euros a year. And for big enterprises, this is very expensive. It costs about 1,500 euros a year. There are several other tools. I think you all know, or you know some of them. The most famous one is Google Forms. So if you have a Google or Gmail account, you can use a Google Forms, even in Google Drive. And this one is completely free. You can see most of the survey tools have a price level, and I just added you the price level basic. So most of them are around 20 euros a month. So for example, SurveyMonkey, it's very good, but yes, they have no NGO price. Then there's also Lime Survey. It's good for university, for example. It says it's an open source, but when you have more functions, they also want to have a little price. And this, you see, most of the survey tools, the famous survey tools, are in German language. Google Forms has English too, but many of these companies are from Germany, and they give an NGO compliance for German NGOs. But you can also ask, when you have an international or European NGO, you can also ask to have a price release. So perhaps we can try another software like Google Forms, just to have a look at it. So I will open my internet. Where is it? Which one do you see now?
The first one. So it's only black.
Okay. I'm sorry. Better?
No, still the same.
Sorry. Now?
Yes.
Okay. So you see here are several tools for surveys. I will take Google Forms. And you can see here you have not this many options like Umfrageonline. You have an empty formula, and so you can answer a headline and you can enter a text, explain your survey, and then here you can enter the questions. So question 1, option 1, and then add it. So this here you can also choose, for example, a scale or multiple choice, but it's not this elegant like Umfrageonline. So for this, Umfrageonline is our favorite software to do surveys. Okay. This was my presentation, and we will see us again.